Okay. Welcome, everybody. Good to know that I am at an awkward angle for this. Okay, so for everybody, oh, yay. Welcome. Come on in. Yay. I'll introduce and then you'll come and take over. Okay, so welcome to our Living Chassidus kickoff event for all of our programs for this coming year, which is super exciting that we're getting started. Yay! It is so nice to be back together for everyone who was away for the summer and who we didn't see each other so often. And welcome to everybody who's a newer face. We are so excited to make you part of our regular faces. Baruch Hashem, Living Chassidus has some really awesome events, programs, classes. We also do Shabbatons during the year. We do from Yom Tov meals to everything. We are here and we're actually an official recognized Chabad house from under Americas. So we provide the community, we provide the love, the inspiration, and the support for everybody. Generally speaking, our community is based in women who are in their single or newly married age and stage. And generally, it's between the ages of 20s and 30s. So we are so excited to have everybody here. So a little reminder about how Living Chassidus works. Most of our Farbrengens and Shirms and programs are Monday nights and Wednesday nights. They generally start at 8 o'clock. So if you have that in your mind, that's an easy thing to remember. Monday nights and Wednesday nights, we're here. Depending on location, most of the times we're in this location. We're actually sneak preview, but we are working on Be'ezus Hashem purchasing a beautiful and wonderful space where we can open up our official Chabad house there. So as soon as that's it, further along in the lines, we'll let you guys know more about that. But for the time being, we are located here. Possibly a few other locations around Crown Heights. Now, the three pillars of Living Chassidus is learning, community, and support. So all of our programs have something to do with learning, or we are here, and that's one of the reasons why we start a little early. That way we can spend some time meeting each other and creating that community. And within the community, we help each other in so many ways. As you can see, do you mind if I borrow this? Take a moment and take a look at this is just a little sneak preview of the programs that we provide throughout the year, and that's part of our community and support. Then, the beauty of Living Chassidus is that the more you show up in person, the more you get to know more friends, you get to connect to people, you get to enjoy good times together. So everybody everyone's welcome to join us for every event. And Be'ezus Hashem, our next event is this coming Wednesday, so in 2 days. And we will be having a social dinner, making friends, and also Living Chassidus will be launching a new program that we're doing for this year. So that announcement will be made Be'ezus Hashem Wednesday night. If you're not yet on our Living Chassidus events group, so you can come on over afterwards. I can give you the phone number to reach out so that you can get all the flyers and know what's going on with Living Chassidus. There is also a second group, which is the community group. Once somebody comes to Living Chassidus 2 or more times, then they are more than welcome to join the community group, where it's more of like one big loving family. So in the events group, it's admin post only. In the community group, everybody posts. People invite each other for Shabbos meals. Everyone helps each other. It's kind of like you're joining a big family, loving family WhatsApp group. And I had one last. Oh, if you are planning on joining Be'ezus Hashem on Wednesday, please let us know. It does involve dinner. We're going to be at Holy Schnitzel, and we want to make sure that we have enough food for everybody. So if you can please RSVP. Really important. We want to count you in there, so please let us know. Now, without further ado, I would like to give a very loving thank you to one of our sponsors for tonight. Sponsorship is still available for tonight. If anybody would like to contribute, there is the sign at the middle of the table where you can donate if you enjoyed the Farbrengen and you would like to continue supporting Limit Chassidus. You can use those QR codes. But our current sponsors for tonight, tonight is dedicated in memory of Esther Malka's beloved father, Nissim ben Nissim HaKohen, Halav Shalom, and it is dedicated by her roommates. So we want to give a very special thank you to her roommates and he should have an Aliyas and Neshama, and we want to send Esther Malka a lot of love and a lot of support. Now we have, when we were planning for this event, we asked a question on the community Limit Chassidus WhatsApp group, and we said, who would be the most amazing speaker who could get us pumped and inspired and ready for Elul and ready for Tishrei and really feeling it? And I asked, and suddenly I mentioned your name, and the feedback was just incredible. It was so many personal messages sent to me, or even on the chat, people were like, yes, we should get her, please bring her. So with that, I want to say that tonight we have a great zchus to have an incredible speaker. She's a teacher, Mrs. Tzameret Borevitz. She's a teacher in Beis Rivka Seminary and in the high school and in various other Chabad houses for many years. And she's a mentor and a renowned inspirational speaker. And we get to hear her tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. And I will pass the microphone on to you.
Would you put it?
Do you mind?
Sure.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. This is toward them? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this way I can't see everyone. Hi, wow. Wow, Mate. How did you hear about it? So first of all, it's an honor to be here. I didn't know how many things you're doing in the community. I was not aware that there's such an organization. And I'm very, very that's amazing. That's really, really amazing. The community does need it. And I feel that everybody should be part of it and benefit from it and support it. It's really, really amazing. I always hear from girls, there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to go. We don't have the community. Once we finish Sam, we're all alone. So you're not alone. Here, you have. Baruch Hashem. Beautiful. So I think that's what you had in mind, right? Oh, beautiful. Can I have just a cup of water to start? Okay. So Elul, we're starting with Elul. We're almost by Rosh Hashanah. It's in about 2 weeks. We're standing in front of Hashem. The word Elul, thank you, has, the word Elul has 2 lameds in it. The letter lamed in Hebrew means le, 2. Every time you see the letter lamed, especially 2 lameds, that means there is a target, a destination, somewhere you want to get to. The lamed, besides being le in Hebrew, 2, also has a hand that's going upwards, yeah? Like you want to reach somewhere, reach high somewhere. So Elul means to search in Aramaic, yeah? Means to search. To search and to find how you get to a higher place in this month in order to get to Rosh Hashanah not just to a higher place to Hashem, but as a higher version of yourself, a better version of yourself. And that's why we're starting today with getting to know, how am I becoming a better version of myself? The zodiac sign of this month is the Virgo, the Besula, right? The Besula, Besula means a pure girl, a girl that was never touched. We are calling it, Elul represents a Besula because we are called Besulas Israel. Am Israel is called Besulas Israel. We're the version of Israel. We're the pure girl of Am Israel, which means, girls, that every Yid at the bottom of it all, no matter how he looks, no matter what he does, he is a Besula. He is a pure, pure, pure girl in the eyes of Hashem. No matter what he does, no matter what he did, He can never defile that part that's a Basula. In Elul, we're trying to get to tap into the Basula that's inside of us. I want to tell you a story of the Basula. When Hashem was upset about what's going on in this world, in the beginning, after Adam, Hashem was upset about everything that was going on. People were not moral. People were stealing from each other. People were stealing wives from each other. It wasn't a good situation. So when the Malachim, when the angels saw that Hashem is upset, the Malachim says, look what you created. This is the people that you created. So Hashem said, I'm telling you that if you go down, you'll behave just exactly like them. So two Malachim volunteered. Yeah, Uzzah and Azael. They volunteered to go down. When they went down, they became worse than the people. Okay? So the story is that they're coming to a girl, a beautiful girl, and they tell her, be with us. They want to have situations with her. Yeah? So the girl tells them, really? So what are you going to give me? So they say, what do you want? So she's telling them, I want your wings. Right? I call it reclaiming our wings, right? She said, I want your wings. They told her, we're going to give you the wings and Shema Meforash. The name that we're going back to Hashem. Yeah? We're here on earth as Malachim. They're telling her, we're going to give you our wings together with the Shema Meforash. She said, okay, no problem, deal. They gave her the angel's wings. Obviously, everything is a metaphor. Yeah? They gave her the wings and she flew away from them. And they stayed here without the ability to go back to Hashem. They lost their ability to fly back to Hashem because of a moment of taiva, a moment of a desire. They couldn't hold back, so they gave her the most precious thing that they had, the ability to connect to Hashem. And she, a moment of staying strong and not doing the Avera, made her able to go to Hashem, to connect to Hashem. When she came in front of Hashem, it says in the Midrash, she came in front of Kiseh HaKavod, the throne of Hashem, and she cried and she said, I just, in a nick of time, so to speak, yeah, I just got away from being defiled, from being violated by these angels. So Hashem said, as a symbolism of that, I'm going to take you and put it on the Galgal HaMazalot, the zodiac sign. Yeah? And this is the Virgo that Chodesh Elul has. The Virgo is that girl that flew to Hashem. Okay? Now, these Malachim, according to some opinion, are still here in this world. This is the Yetzer Hara for immorality. And according to another opinion, they were able to go up when the letter of Yaakov came down. They were able to go up. And according to no, that's it. Two opinions. Yeah. So according to a lot of opinions, they're still here. Uzzah v'Azael. These are the Malachim that give us desires to do immoral things. Girls, we are in Mazal Besula. The wings that they lost because of a moment of a desire are the wings that she gained because of their failure. She decided that it's much better for me to go on top, meaning to prioritize the spirit over the material. I want to connect to Hashem much more than I want all these tainugos ha'elamazeh, all these pleasures of this world. Whenever we stand a test, we get those wings. Every time there is something that pulls you and you overcome it, Hashem gives you those wings. You just connected to Him. You just connected to Him. Girls, I want to go further. How do we get those wings again? How do we reclaim our wings? Yeah? That are Chodesh Elul is the opportune time to regain them. According to Bnei Yisachar, which is a Hasidic master, he's saying that Matzah Isha, Matzah Tov talks about Chodesh Elul. He who found a woman found good. What's the woman? The Basula of Chodesh Elul. Because Hashem in this month, Matzah Isha, you find a woman. Matzah Tov, it's going to be good for you. Hashem is going to give you abundance of brachas if you do the avodah of this month. What's the avodah of this month? In general, girls, when we mess up on relationships. Yeah? We messed up relationship to Hashem, and now we need to reclaim those relationships. We messed up opportunities. Now we need to reclaim those opportunities. In general, and I'm talking again, in general, the relationship between us and Hashem are mostly metaphorically resemble. Number one, a father and a son. Yeah, that's the most common metaphor. Number two, a king and a subject. All right. Number three, who wants to help me? Number three, a man and a woman. Exactly. A husband and a wife. These are the three relationships that us and Hashem, there's a mashal for the relationship between us and Hashem. So we have three categories between a husband, a parent and a child, between a king and a subject, and between a man and his wife. I want to talk about reclaiming our relationship in each one of these areas. So first of all, I'm going to start with a father and a son. All right? Parents and children. What could be a problem with a parent and a child? A relationship between a parent and a child. What could be the problem? I think the most hurtful problem is that there is a lack of communication. Okay? Which means you grow up and you kind of share with your family what's going on with you because you live in the house. Yeah, for example. And then at a certain point, when you either get married or go, whatever it is, go out of the house, there is kind of like a crisis in the relationship if you do not maintain, if you do not keep it up. This relationship, the close relationship that you had before, it could become a little bit more distant. All right. So all of a sudden, you don't call your parents every day. All of a sudden, you're going through life and experiencing things, and you do not share with your parents. All of a sudden, they're not really part of your life. The relationship becomes like a little bit more forced, a little bit less natural, even though it's blood relations, yeah? But you don't need all of a sudden to tell your mother every day what's going on with you. And that could cause a crisis in a relationship, yeah? It's important for the parent, as a parent I'm telling you, it's important for the parent to keep the communication open with their child, with their girl, with their son. It's very important for the parent to experience with you what you're going through. It's important to keep an open communication, that the parent knows that they're still part of your life. It's not like sometimes you call them once a week, once in 2 weeks, and you like catch up. Yeah? What do you mean catch up? I'm your mother. You don't tell me what's going on with you. You don't tell me what you're going through. You don't talk about your dilemmas, your difficulties, your challenges. So who am I to you? How come this relationship became so like stale, unnatural, and distant? Girls, it hurts a parent so much when they feel that they're not a part of their kid's life anymore. I remember that when my daughter was going through treatments, so I didn't talk to my mother a lot. I didn't want to tell her what's going on. I didn't want to make her sad. I didn't want to make her depressed because of the situation. It's not like it was good news, almost ever. And she could not help me anyways, right? So what for? And after, she never told me anything at the time because she understood that maybe I need my space. But afterwards, she told me, meaning after my daughter passed away, 4 years, you hardly shared with me what's going on with your daughter, with Shayna. You hardly shared with me. Why? So I told her, Ima, I didn't want to make you sad. Because if I would start talking to her about her, I'm going to cry. And you're going to cry. And it's not like happy news. So she told me it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I want to cry with you. I want to cry for you. I want to be there. Even if I'm not a support at all, I want to be there with you to experience what you're experiencing with you. I am your mother. And that's when it hit me. I thought I shouldn't cause her sorrow, sadness. In the meantime, I did. Because she felt all the time that I'm going through such a harsh thing in life, and she's out of it. I kept her out of it. You understand? A parent wants to hear. And it's not just good for the parent. It's not just important for the parent. It's also important for the child himself. You know, a bachor a few years ago told me, I'm only from today because when I was in Shiva and I had such a hard time, I called my mother every single day and I talked to her for an hour a day. I'm like, an hour a day? What did you tell her already? He said, everything, everything. All my dilemmas, all my problems, all my shticks, all my averas, yeah? Everything that I was up to, I told her. I said she was happy to hear. I said, no. Now, sometimes she was, sometimes she wasn't, yeah? But she wanted to hear. She wanted to be there. She wanted to know what's going on with me. He said the only thing that kept me in yeshiva is because I cared so much about my mother. The only thing that today he's Baruch Hashem Chassidish guy, he's actually a Ram in yeshiva, yeah? The only thing he tells me that kept me from is the ability to tell my mother everything that I'm going through. And she would listen and she would understand and she would even support sometimes. And she would tell me, okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, all the way to her. And he talked and talked and talked and talked. Girls, many times people think, how much more do you have to say when you call every day or when you call once a week, once in 2 weeks? What do you think? Every day. Yeah? People think if I don't call every day, I have to catch up. So there's a lot to talk about. Wrong. If you call once a week or once in 2 weeks, all you talk about is the big things that happened. Yeah? But if you talk every single day, you talk about also the little things that happen, and this is life. Yeah, my daughter was a student of the day. Da 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 da. Oh, my plumber didn't come. All those things that life consists of, that you share with your mother if you call her every day. But if you call her once in 2 weeks, what are you going to talk about? Big things. Are you coming from Israel? Am I going to Israel? Yeah, big things. She's not really part of your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Part of your life means that you are making her part of her life. You're sharing, you're open, you're communicating. This is how it is with a parent. A parent cares about it. It's important. The biggest sadness for a parent is that he becomes irrelevant for their children. Okay? That's the biggest sadness. The same is with Hashem. Hashem is our Father, Avinu, and Malkeinu. Avinu. Our Father wants to hear from you. When do you talk to Him? When you meet Him in Shachris? Do you talk to Him in Shachris? Or you just say the words? When do you talk to Hashem? Is He part of our life? And I'm not just telling you, I'm telling myself also. How much am I making Hashem part of my life? Hashem will go wherever you give Him room. Yeah? You need to make room for Him to go, to come to. Every day that you go without talking to Hashem, it's a missed opportunity of a relationship. Tefillah, davening, is not just to daven when you have needs that you need to talk to Hashem to. Tefillah is from the word to connect. Litfol is from the word to connect. That's a connection to Hashem. How are you connecting to Him? When are you connecting to Him? Are you talking to Him every day? At the end of the day, can you tell Him, Hashem, thank you so much, I had a good day. Hashem, thank you so much, I found parking. Hashem, thank you so much. Or Hashem, I'm really upset. Talk to Him. Your frustration, communicate with Him. Your difficulties, communicate with Him. Anger with Him, communicate with Him. Just like when I'm upset with my mother, I'm telling you, I'm upset with you. Talk to Him. Talk to Him. He should be part of your life. Otherwise, where is the relationship? Only on Yom Kippur when you say Hashem, no relationship. Do you think Hashem only wants to hear, oh, I'm sorry. That's all He wants to hear, your confession. Hashem wants to hear from you. Hashem wants to make you, because I'm funny maybe, no? Okay. Hashem wants you to be part of His life, make Him part of your life. He wants you to communicate with Him. God, I'm not preaching to be a breast lover, but I am preaching to make Hashem part of your life. Hashem became a lot of times some transcendental, I don't know what, entity that you never connect to. He needs to be much more present in our life. That when you're upset about something, talk to Him. When you need something, talk to Him. You start a diet, Hashem, please help me with a diet. Yeah? Does He care about your diet? Yes, He does. Yes, He does. How else, what else do you care about? You are the center for Him. Center of attention, center of the world. He wants to hear everything about you. One idea that I have to open up the new year, to start 2 weeks before the new year, get Hashem more, to be more part of your life than what you did until now. Yeah? I know that Baruch Hashem, we're trying to do mitzvahs. I feel it's not enough. I feel we need to have a personal relationship with Hashem. Yeah? All of a sudden you feel confidence. I'm telling you, I tried it. Yeah? You feel all of a sudden confidence. You feel that he's with you all the time, that he guides you, that he protects you. There's an entity of Hashem with you all the time because you made him part of your life. He's present. Okay? He's not some God that you never think about. Anyway, so this is number one. Number two, melech and an eved, a king and a subject. Today we don't have so many kings, so I could even make it as a general and a soldier. We're in the middle of the war in Israel, and I'm all the time, with the news, what's going on. I'm living the army, so to speak. Yeah. So a general and a soldier. The main relationship that a king and a subject has, or that a subject to the king has, is bittul. You do what you're supposed to do, whether you understand it or not. Bittul, the mitzvah of Hashem for you is a decree. That's what I'm doing. I want to give you a mashal for that. I hear a lot of times girls coming to me and telling me, but I don't feel like doing that. It doesn't fit well with me. Yeah, it doesn't resonate with me. I don't disagree that some things don't resonate. I don't disagree. I'm just saying, so what? So what? Everything the general tells the soldier to do, that it needs to resonate with the soldier? Since when? I need to explain to the soldier why I'm deciding to do this strategy of war and not another strategy of war? What? Who are you? Why do I need to give explanation? I'll give you a mashal. One of the advisors of the king needed to go to certain different kingdoms in order to make like peace treaties and so on and so forth. Before he leaves, hi, woo. If not for this Farbrengen, I wouldn't know you're in town, yeah?
More chairs are coming.
There is a chair over there. Oh, somebody's sitting there.
I wanted to ask a quick question. Like, it's easier for us to speak to Hashem when we're going through the hardest time, and sometimes, like, on a regular day-to-day basis, we don't really think about it, like,
You're
our
right.
parents, thinking of this and that.
You're right.
So it's like hard.
So she's asking a good question. She said it's hard to talk to Hashem on a regular basis. Usually we talk to Hashem when we're going through a harsh time and then when asking for help. My answer for that is that, girls. Are you listening to me? Are you with me? Yeah? Okay. Do you think a parent will feel good if you only call them when you need something from him? Yeah? How would he feel? You only call me when you need help. Yeah? Does Hashem feel good about it? Is this a relationship? What is it exactly? Am I the ATM machine or a Coke machine? You understand? Hashem wants a relationship. Not only when you're in a time of need, Hashem needs you to call him. Hashem wants a relationship. Our relationship is all the time. Micha, are there more chairs? Okay.
We're bringing more chairs.
There's a third floor over here?
Yeah.
It's classroom.
There's a what?
It's a
Classrooms upstairs.
This building's the seminary.
This is seminary?
So the classrooms are up, upstairs.
Machal Yahadus. Okay.
The way you're saying
It's okay, don't worry about it. You can laugh. It's good. I'm used to it. Can you give me some water, please? Okay. So I'm now in the relationship between a king. Girls, they asked me to speak for an hour, so I'm going to continue. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So, what is about to?
Your cup is like. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Wow, so sweet. Okay, it's fine. Okay. How are you? So, relationship between the king and the subject. So I'm giving you a mashal. Do you remember this where we were? Yeah? An advisor of a king, somebody who's close to the king, comes to the king. The king sends him to different missions, different countries, and so on and so forth. Yeah? A messenger of the king. One time before the king sends him, he tells him, I want to ask from you something really, really weird. You're going to think I'm a weirdo, but I'm going to ask it. So he said, sure, king, like, what is it? So he's saying, no matter what happens, do not take off your shirt in front of people. So he tells him, why would I take off my shirt in front of you? Like, well, what kind of a thing is this? I told you they're going to think I'm weird. Just remember that. Remember what I told you. No matter what happens, you do not take off your shirt in front of people. He said, okay, fine. That's fine. I'm not going to take off my shirt in front of people. Yeah. And then he goes to the countries that he needs to go to. One country that he went to, he goes to the palace. The king and his sons are there. While they're talking, the sons of the king tell him, whoa, we think you're hunchbacked. So he says, I'm hunchback? So he said, yeah, you look a little bit hunchback. He said, I promise you I'm not. So he said, take off your shirt for a second. We want to see. All of a sudden, what comes to his head? No, the king told me not to take off my shirt. Yeah? So he says, I promise you I'm not hunchbacked. I don't have to take off my shirt. You can see it through the shirt. They said, no, we see that you're hunchbacked. Through the shirt, you look like you're hunchbacked. Let's bet. So he says, bet about how much? So tell him, let's say, yeah, $500,000. Take off your shirt. If you're the hunchback, we're giving you $500,000. If not, the opposite, yeah. If you're not hunchback, we're going to give you $500,000. He said, look, I would like to, but I can't. Because he remembers the king told him no. And they raised the price, and eventually they're willing to give him $250 million. All he needs to do is what? Take off his shirt for a second. And then they'll see he's not hunchback. So he's saying, for sure the king is going to like it. If I will come and tell him, we almost had a bet for $250 million and I didn't, he would be upset with me. Yo, you stupid. I didn't do that. Obviously not for that. For money, obviously, so much money. But then he decided, okay, I'm going to take it off. He takes off, and obviously he doesn't have a hunchback. You see? So he said, okay, fine, $250 million. And they give him. He goes back home, and he comes to the king elated. King, I got for us $250 million. King looks at him, pale. He said, you took off your shirt? So he said, yeah, but you don't understand. I took off, but look what I got. He said, the king, I didn't just take it. I took it for money. And look, we have $250 million. The king started crying. He said, you stupid. They bet with me. I told them that I had the best advisors, the most loyal advisors in the world. And they bet that they could make you defy my command. We bet on half of the kingdom, my love, half of the kingdom. If you would have not taken off your shirt, they would give me half of their kingdom. But you took off your shirt, so now I need to give them half of my kingdom. What's $250 million compared to half of the kingdom? And he fainted. You understand? When the king commands something, we don't have to understand. It doesn't have to resonate. You're supposed to do what the king says, whether you like it or not, whether you understand it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The king doesn't work for you. He doesn't owe you explanation. If you want some explanation, obviously there's many mefarshim, there's many different perspectives, but he doesn't owe it to you, and you do not. It's not conditional to do the king's commands only if it resonates with me. That's not kabbalah. That's not bittul. So we're supposed to be an eved for the king. Bittul. Now, sometimes, I don't identify with it, but I do. Do you always feel like cooking dinner? Yeah, you don't? You do? Okay, you. Not me. Yeah, not me. Definitely not me. They always film when my kids come from school. Hi, how was your day? Sometimes no, I don't feel like to hear how was their day right now because I'm very overwhelmed with something else, but I have to do that. You don't always do what resonates with you and what you feel right now. Our feelings fluctuate all the time. We don't go according to our feelings, not even according to our understanding. Now, girls, how do we do that? How do we get to a point that we are doing what the king says? We all have falls. We all fall, yeah? How do we limit the amount of falls that we have? And even when we fall, so it wouldn't be such a big fall. How do we do that? I'll give you an example. The borders is the Torah. Let's say the borders of Eretz Israel. If you don't want the war to disrupt life in Eretz Israel, where should the war take place? Where should it take place? In the middle of Yerushalayim? Inside ourselves. Like today? No, listen to what I'm saying. Israel has a war now, right? Exactly. Fly there, bomb them, flatten them, finish the story. You understand? It's too late if the war is already at your territory and borders. You understand? In order to not disrupt life, you need to do what? Fight with your enemy far away, not at the borders of your territory. The same thing is with spiritual war. Do not let the enemy into your territory. You need to fight with the enemy far away from the territory. Be careful what you bring into your territory. Your territory is your irktana, yeah? This is the territory. Your body, your nefesh ba'amis, that's your territory. Is your enemy in your territory? If your enemy is already in your territory, probably you're going to fall. Probably, yeah? There's a lot of chance that you are going to fall. You don't need to let him in bichlal. That's what it means. Shoftim v'shotrim titen b'kol she'arecha, right? You need to put judges and policemen for what? B'kol she'arecha, in all of your openings. You need to know what comes into your life, yeah? What do you confront? What I'm saying is like this, girls. If you're going to let in dangerous substances into your body, you're going to have to deal with them. Yeah, they're going to take an effect of you. Okay? In order for them not to affect you, do not let it in. All right? Do you understand what I'm saying, girls? Yeah? Now I'm going to give you examples. If I'm on a diet, you notice I'm talking about a lot about diet because right now I'm on a diet. Yeah? If I'm on a diet and I want to continue and succeed in my diet, if I'm on a diet and I want to succeed in my diet, I cannot put an enemy in the house. For me, an enemy for my diet is chocolate. Yeah? I can't have chocolate in my house because if I have it in my house, probably it's going to get to my mouth. Somehow, somewhat, somewhere, it's going to get to my mouth. So what should I do? Get it out of the house. So I wouldn't even have the possibility of eating chocolate. You understand what I'm saying? Anytime you feel that a certain interaction, yeah, or a certain input is going to make you in danger spiritually, do not let it in. Don't let it in. Let me give you an example. If you know that this is a danger for you, you have to make certain things, to do certain things in order for it not to be a danger for you. If you see a trailer of a movie all of a sudden, you understand that you just tempted yourself to watch the movie. You're curious. You just saw a trailer. What? So what happened at the end? Does he like her? Does she like her? Okay, so eventually you're going to see the movie. You understand? So what do you need to do? Don't watch the trailer. Who cares what these idiots are doing on the screen? Who cares? Because if you watch a trailer, your curiosity is going to arouse, and then you're going to watch it. If you know that with certain girls, you're going to talk bad things, lashon hara or whatever it is, yeah? Don't hang out with these girls. If you know that you have a friend, and with this friend, you're not exactly tznius, chassid shemedele, yeah? Don't hang out with this friend. Don't let things that you know are dangerous, yeah, for you, spiritual being, to enter. Hashem said, put policemen in all the openings. Policemen here, watch what you're watching. Policemen here, yeah, watch what you're listening to, which music, which podcast. Curiosity could make you fall, definitely, definitely.
I have that curiosity. I have to be very careful with myself.
Yeah, very, very. Look, it's not me. It's the Baal Shem Tov says that curiosity it could be a very big problem for your spiritual being.
I
Yeah.
just taught myself to put my phone out of my room at night.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Really excellent, because once it's there, it's tempting. Yeah, it's tempting.
I'm trying to watch and I just did it again.
You're like worried when you have an alarm on it.
The same thing is if you think that by going to the bathroom and you're alone with your phone, you're going to watch things that you're not going to watch with other people around. Don't take your phone to the bathroom. It's a risk for you. It's a time bomb for you. Don't take your phone to the bathroom. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Or you're holy souls that you don't understand what I'm talking about?
I do.
You're holy souls, but you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, excellent. Excellent.
I feel like phones nowadays, you have to be very careful.
Also, girls,
So it's like so dangerous to bring you to the bathroom. Anyways, just fall in the water.
if I'm going to give you another example. Social media. You know that if you see somebody on the social media, it's going to make you feel bad about yourself. All right? And resentful toward her. How did she get to it? What is she? I know her. She was in my class. She's nothing. She's a stupid girl. How did she become an influencer? How did she become a this? Why? All because you just saw a social media post that she put. If you know that watching certain social medias is going to make you feel bad about yourself, depressed, misyash from yourself, yeah, jealousy, and resentment toward other people, do not watch this post on social media. Skip it. Go to somebody that you don't know.
Delete it.
What?
Delete the app.
Oh, delete the app, whatever it is. Some people don't want to delete the app, at least that. You understand what I'm saying? If something triggers you, you have to be smarter and don't let it in, because it's going to be a trigger for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you with me, my loves? Are you with me? You understand? It's very important. We're doing the same mistakes again and again and again, and we fall again and again and again. So stop doing something is wrong over here in this loop. So stop going into the loop again and again and again and again. Do the same thing. If you know that something is going to trigger you, get out of it. Don't let that come into your system. If you have a thought comes up to you, and it's a bad thought, it's going to make you down for some reason, yeah? Kick it out of your thought process. Think right away about something else. Don't let it in. A lot of times we have bad thoughts. Every thought like this causes us ogmas nefesh. How do you say ogmas nefesh in English? It's ogmas nefesh. Okay, good. Okay. It causes you not to feel comfortable with yourself. And sometimes not just that we let it in. It's as if an unwanted guest comes into your door and you let him in to the living room and give him coffee and cake. Yeah? Obviously he's going to come again. Obviously he's going to come again. If you ever thought, all of a sudden you feel bad, you feel down, think what you thought. Track your thoughts, and you'll see that there was a thought that caused you all of a sudden bad mood. Something about that thought caused you a bad mood. Made you feel low self-esteem, made you feel uncomfortable with yourself, unaccomplished with yourself. Bad thought. Don't let it in. Do you want to feel depressed? You know, when I was in high school, it was the trend to be depressed. If you're not depressed, that means you're stupid, because you don't think about life very deeply. Okay? Now, let's say I got up in the morning, and what can I do? I'm not depressed. Happen to be not depressed. What can I do? So you start thinking about depressing thoughts, and that's how you become depressed. Pashut מאוד, very pashut. There's so many depressing thoughts in the world. Just think about one, concentrate on it. If you want, put some depressing music. Yeah? That's it, you're depressed in 5 minutes, I promise you. The moment you let in triggers that trigger you to do bad things, to make you feel bad about yourself, about life in general, about Hashem, whatever it is, let it out. Keep it out. Don't let it in. That's what it means, שופטים ושוטרים תשים בשעריך. Don't let it in so you wouldn't have even an interaction with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't take the phone to the bathroom, guess what? You're going to get out of the bathroom probably in 5 minutes. I'm sorry that I'm talking like this. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah? Maybe turn off the Wi-Fi in the bathroom. I'm telling you, everybody will be out of the bathroom in no time. Why are you taking the phone when you know that nobody's there? You can scroll, you can watch all kinds of, nobody sees you. You're alone. Don't let it, and then afterwards you feel terrible about yourself. How did I do that? Why did I do that? Why? Because the battle should have been outside of the walls, not inside of the walls. Because we gave Gush Katif, now we have October 7th and we need to fight out. You understand what I'm saying? It came into our borders instead of killing them already, I don't know, Beirut, Iran, and all the other 22 countries that they have. I'm going to give you an example of how not to get into an interaction with something that's tempting you. There was a woman in Israel a few years ago, I heard this story, that she was very, very, very obese. Very obese. I don't know how much she I don't know in pounds, whatever. Very, very obese. And she was only in her 30s. And the doctor told her, look, if you do not lose weight, it's going to be dangerous, health-wise. Yeah, it's going to be dangerous. But she said, I tried everything and I can't. So he gave her a name of a nutritionist. She goes to the nutritionist talks to her, this and that. She thought maybe she has a slow metabolism. Maybe she's a problem with the digesting. I don't know. It turns out, no, she doesn't have any problem. She just likes to eat. She likes food. And she eats and eats and eats and eats and eats. One meal a day, all day long. Yeah? So the nutritionist tells her, oh, so you don't have a problem with metabolism. You have a problem with not being able to stop eating. She said, right, yeah, I love food. So she told her, okay, so for that, I'm going to give you a protocol, very tight protocol, and I'm going to be on top of you every single day, like here, yeah? Every single day, I'm going to call you, what did you eat today? Did you change a little bit? Did you deviate a little bit? I'm going to be on top of you. You're going to be so embarrassed, but then I'm calling you every day. You're going to keep the diet going. Anyways, she started, half a year later, she lost already 100 pounds or something. She still has a lot to go, but she lost 100 pounds. Okay. Shavuos came. Now, in her shul, they're making a kiddush together. You know, in Israel, it's like one day, right? They're making kiddush all together. Everybody brings their food from the house. You know, everybody is I'm making cheesecake. She's making boreka. She's making lasagna. Everybody makes something, and somebody needs to go and collect from everybody and bring it to the shul for the next day for the kiddush. All right. Who did they give this job to? To her.
Oh, no.
She needs to collect everything. True story. She needs to collect everything. So in the beginning, she didn't feel, okay, I'm going to do it. I can do it. She's already in the, half a year in this like protocol. But slowly but surely, she brings it in. She looks. Whoa. Like drizzle of this on a cheesecake, of this raspberry drizzle, this. And then came borekas. She can't. Borekas is like, yeah, she can't. And all those smells, and she's going crazy. Remember, she loves food. It was an addiction for her almost, yeah? So she doesn't know what to do. So what does she do? She calls her nutritionist, her mentor, right? So she said, you don't know what's going on now. My trunk is full of milk food. Everything is so yummy. I want to eat the whole trunk. So the nutritionist tell her, whoa. She understood it's a dangerous situation. She's like, whoa. Calm down. Okay, calm down. Are you calm down? I can't calm down. If you were there, you would understand what I'm talking about. I'm in the car. The trunk is in front of me, and I'm looking. And she took off the tinfoil from this. Yeah? She's lost. For sure, she's going to fall. The nutritionist didn't know what to do because she's going to fall. If she's going to fall, she's going to eat not just like one bite of ice cream, one bite. No, she's going to finish whole pan. The whole trunk. So she tells her, listen to me, my love. Go to the next store. buy some carrots and start eating, you know, the carrots that are peeled, start eating some carrots just to like eat something. Yeah? So she tells her, excuse me, are you nuts? I'm telling you, I have a borevitz, lasagna, you tell me carrots? What are you talking about? And she hangs up the phone all upset with her. What do you do now? That's it. You're falling. For sure you're falling. You know what she did? All of a sudden, an idea came to her. She went to the closest grocery store. She bought salami. She took one bite. Zero. No more. No more dilemma. She's flinching. Flinching. One bite of salami solved the whole problem. You understand? What does it mean? What does it mean? She didn't even, the moment she understood, if she interacts with it, she's gonna fall. So what does she do? I'm not even gonna interact with it. I'm not even able to eat it now because I'm flinching. So because of that, she managed it. This is what we need to do. Whenever we feel that something is going to make us fall, we need to keep it out, girls, out of our system. Yeah? If you hear something and it's going to make you all of a sudden be tempted to do something, if you see something and it's going to make you tempted to do something, then don't look. Pashut, don't look. You have eyes, close. You have ears, stuff. I don't know. Don't look. Bad thoughts, keep out. What are we doing? We're letting it all in, and then we're giborim, fighting with it. Who's going to win, do you think? Who's going to win? Obviously, that's her. What do you think? There's not even a chance almost. If not now, another time. And what happens is that because of that, we do not do what the king says. You understand? Not because we made a decision not to do. It's because all these little triggers that make us all of a sudden, wow, I wish I could wear this skirt. It's a little bit above the knee, but look, it looks so good on her. So I'm also going to do it. You know, it's not because you made in your mind a decision, okay, I'm not going to follow Tznius rules. It's not. It's all those temptations, little temptations that you were not smart enough to keep out of your system. That will make you fall. Yeah, it makes me fall. It's going to make you fall. If you're not a tzaddik, you're going to fall. The smart person knows how to keep those things away, out of his system. Ezu chacham haro'eh esh hanoilad. Somebody that knows what the consequence is going to be. Yeah, if you're going to have chocolate, you're going to eat chocolate. So don't buy chocolate. Did you understand what I said? This is our relationship with the king. Bittul. Don't let in all those little triggers. Don't. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And I'm telling you that most of our falls are not because we decided to rebel against Hashem. It's not. It's because those little things tempted us and we weren't strong enough. So Hashem said, instead of fighting with it while it's already in, fight with this out. Don't let it in, bichlal. Okay? So this is our relationship with the king. Now I'm going to relationship between a husband and a wife. This is the last relationship that we're talking about tonight. Okay? The most important thing between a husband and a wife is trust. Okay? Trust and sensitivity. I always tell my Sem-Beis girls when I teach them Bais Yehudi that a lot of people think that honesty is what the foundation of marriage is. It's not honesty, my love. It's sensitivity. You need to be sensitive to the other person. All right? That sensitivity is the foundation of everything. So sensitivity and trust. Shlomo Melech, when he opens Esh Yisrael, it's all about the qualities of a woman, qualities of a relationship. The first thing that he says after the introduction, Eshet Chayil Mimtza, the first thing that it says is Batach ba lev ba'ala. Yeah, her husband trusts her. She's trustworthy. She trusts him and he trusts her. You trust him in what? That he will be loyal to you, that he will provide for you, that he will be good for you, that the fact that you married him is destined 100% hashgacha pratis. All this is under trust. If you don't trust your husband, Chas v'shalom, girls, there is no, give me the word, there's no what? There's no relationship. There is no relationship. You cannot have a relationship with somebody you don't trust. I'm sorry. If you ask him, where were you? And he tells you in a Farbrengen, and you're like, really? Really now? Yeah, there's no relationship. You understand? The same is with Hashem. Do you trust Hashem that he knows what he's doing? Whenever you have a problem with his decision, whenever you're not happy with what you have in life, you're saying, my desire surpasses his. My will surpasses his, exceeds his. I don't agree with what he does. So you have two choices. If he does something that you don't agree with, you have two choices. Either you're saying he doesn't know what he's doing, which is horrific, yeah? Or you're saying he knows what he's doing, but he's evil, which is more horrific. I don't know what's more horrific. You understand? If he does something to you and you don't agree with it, it doesn't feel good, all you need to say is, he doesn't feel comfortable, but I trust that he knows what he's doing. He knows best. Every time we have a problem with Hashem, and Elul is the time to reconcile with Hashem, to forgive what he did to you, to understand that he knows better. Every time I'm upset, I remind myself, but he knows best. He knows best. He knows better than me what's good for me. He loves me more than I love myself. Every time you are arguing with Hashem, you're showing, bottom line, that you don't, give me the word, you don't what? You don't trust him. You don't trust his judgment. Yeah? When you say why, what does it mean why? Besides the cry of emotional, obviously, when you're in pain, you cry. But logically, what does it mean why? Meaning, I don't deserve it. What do you mean I don't deserve it? So he doesn't know what you deserve? You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't know? Or he knows that you don't deserve it, but on purpose he shtechs you. You understand? Every time, everywhere you go, it's ridiculous. Hashem is our loving Father. Hashem doesn't do to us anything that we don't need to go through. And the more we accept it, the more we're going to have a better life, a happier life. Otherwise, we can resent and resent and resent forever. You know how many people I know that resent, I don't know, their parents or their sister or their sister-in-law or their mother-in-law forever and ever and ever. Some people have the same situation with Hashem. Resentful. Why did you bring me in this family? Why did you do this to me? Why am I not married yet and she's married? Why Hashem? Why? Because Hashem loves you. And that's what he feels the best journey for you right now. Tomorrow, he will change his mind. He will decide something else. Tomorrow you will get married. But for today, that's the best thing for you.
Aren't we supposed to ask Hashem?
Ask Hashem, but not challenge his decision. In other words, I'm asking Hashem, please, please, not because you owe me. Yeah, you don't owe me anything. Because you're chesed. David HaMelech says, Kerov chasdecha. Choneni kerov chasdecha. Forgive me because of your chesed, not because I deserve. When you're upset with Hashem, you're not coming from a humility point of view. You're not humble. What are you saying to Hashem? I know better. I'm upset that you're not doing it. When you're humble, it sounds differently. He's saying, Hashem, I know you know best, but it hurts me. Can you please hasten it? Can you please make it easier for me? Come from a humble point of view. That's davening. Not as if he owes us anything. It's called in the Torah, when it talks about complaining, it's called lekanter. Lekanter means to like complain, to have a claim. We don't have a claim about anything. Hashem doesn't owe us anything. I told this story before, I'm going to say it again. There was a woman, and with this we're going to finish, yeah? There was a woman in Yerushalayim that was married already for 10 years and she didn't have children. Her 10th anniversary found her at home crying. From upstairs apartment, from downstairs apartment, she hears, Ima, and she doesn't have anybody to call her Ima. Terrible, horrific. And her husband comes home, also anniversary, they didn't even celebrate, they were so sad, they didn't even celebrate it. Anyways, at that moment, she decides she will do anything. She already went to the doctors, and she decided right now she needs to do anything in her possibility to change the situation. She goes to her friend who knows the area, who is religious, religious. She was not religious. She tells her, take me to the closest tzaddik, Talmid Chacham, Rebbe, here in Yerushalayim. So she tells her, okay, I'm going to take you. There is a tzaddik by the name, or Talmid Chacham, whatever, our Rebbe is a tzaddik, but other people also have their own leaders. So she told her there is a Talmid Chacham, a very big Talmid Chacham over here, and his name is Shlomo Zalman Auerbach. You heard about Reb Auerbach? He passed away just a few years ago. So she told her he's such a good person, and for sure he's going to give you a blessing. She takes her in the middle of the night. It was 12 midnight. She knocks on his door. She was so distraught that she didn't even think about the time. She knocks on his door. Her friend left. She left her there. She knocks on his door. He opens the door himself. Shlomo Zalman. She opened the door and he calls, "Come in." He understood there's a situation over here. "Come in." So she comes in and her gates of tears open up. Cry, sob. And eventually he tells her, "What is it? What is my daughter? What is it?" So she says that she's married already for 10 years and she doesn't have children. She can't take it anymore. Her life is not worth living because she doesn't have children. What's going to be? Who's going to be there to continue her, to give her happiness? Who is she going to take care of? And she's crying. All the things that was pent up, all the the despair that was pent up within her for so many years, she poured it on the head of Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach. Yeah, and he listened to her. And he even had some tears in his eyes. And then she expected a bracha. So he looks at her, he says, "I understand that you're very upset. But Hashem doesn't have to give you children." She looks at him. She's like, "What? Like, how could he even talk like that?" But she didn't say it, out of respect. But she thought, how could he even talk like that? Not enough that he didn't give me a bracha. He also tells me, but Hashem doesn't have to give you children. So she said, what did Rabbi say? So he said, "I said that Hashem doesn't have to give you children. He didn't promise that he's going to give you children. Is it written anywhere in the Torah that everybody has to have children? No, doesn't written. That we have one promise in the Torah only. You know what? Mashiach, Zeu. On an individual level, Hashem doesn't owe us anything. Doesn't have to." So she looked at him and she understood what he's saying. What is he saying? Bottom line, what is he saying? You're not gonna have children. Hashem doesn't have to give you children. Instead of a bracha, instead of a comfort, she got the truth in her face. Hashem doesn't have to give you children. She looked at him. She was so sad because it hit her all of a sudden. She's not gonna have children. So she said, I understand, Rabbi, I understand. And she turns around to leave. But then he calls her back. "Wait, come back." So she comes back. She said, "I didn't finish." She said, "Oh, okay." So he says, "As I said, Hashem doesn't have to give you children." So she was thinking, well, I heard it already. So then he said, "But if you would do something that you don't have to do, that Hashem is going to do something that he doesn't have to do." She said, "What? What?" He said, "If you would do something that you don't have to, that Hashem is going to do something that he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to give you children, but he could. If mida can get mida, you do something you don't have to." She understood what he tells her. There is hope. What's the hope? Do something that you don't have to. From then on, she started going and volunteering in a hospital twice a week. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to, but she would do it. She twice a week, and she started going to the where they give birth. What is it? Delivery ward. Yeah. She went to Happy Word. Yeah. She went. She gave salad. She gave chocolate. She talked. She took the baby. Slowly, she understood that she could do more. Right. So she started going to more harsh words in the hospital until she get to the harshest words in the hospital, and she had it. It was hard for her, but she kept doing it. Within a year later, she gave birth with no treatment, with nothing. Hashem just gave her because she did something she doesn't have to. After she gave birth, the baby grew up a little bit. She used to take the baby with her to the hospital. And then she became pregnant again, and she had twins. And now today, she's still going to the hospital with her little baby girl's twins, and she's giving, chizuk and helping people and this and that. When you do what you don't have to do, Hashem is going to reciprocate, We need to trust him. Hashem knows what he's doing. So I want to summarize. This is the month that we can get our wings back. To get your wings back, meaning to become more spiritual, more connected to Hashem. Just like this Besula, she left the earth, the materialistic, disgusting immorality situation that she was in, and she flew to Hashem. She reconnected to Hashem. The spirit won over the materialism. we can also do that. We can also do that. We can get our wings. How? In 3 different areas. My suggestion, number 1, between a parent and a child. Hashem is our parent. What are we supposed to do? Let's see if you listened. What are we supposed to do? Talk to Hashem, make Hashem part of your life. Between a king and a subject, what are you supposed to do? Two? Bitul, how? What did you say? Exactly. Tighten your borders. Do not let things that shouldn't be in your border come into your border, because then you're probably going to fall. No, let it out. I mean, keep it out. Okay? So anybody with their own tests, phone, friends, whatever it is, peer pressure, social media, make sure that at least in one area you keep the enemy away so you won't fall. Number 3, trust. When Hashem does something, he does because he loves you. Can you daven that it will change? Of course. The mitzvah of davening is when you have a need, you need to daven, definitely. But if today Hashem still didn't change his mind, accept it, embrace it. Hashem knows what he's doing. Sometimes it's hard for us, but we need to reiterate it to ourselves. Hashem knows what he's doing. So good luck, everybody. Thank you for coming. And hopefully we're all going to have a wonderful, the best year ever, yeah? With Mashiach. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I want to give a huge thank you to Mrs. Borevitz. Wait, don't run away just yet, 1 second. And I also want to give a huge thank you to our sponsors for tonight. Tonight is dedicated in memory of Esther Malka's beloved father, Nissim HaKohen alav shalom. She should have a lot of strength. She should have a lot of thank you. She'll have a lot of strength, and we send her so much love. And a special thank you to her roommates who sponsored in honor of her father. So yes, talk about her roommates. Thank you very much. We have a tradition at Chassidus where at the end of our talk we take a picture with our speaker. Sure. Are you okay with that? So everybody can stay where they are generally. This crew might need to come on in a little bit, but we take a selfie. So if everybody just and I turn that off. Okay, everybody who's not yet in on the corners, you want to just poke your heads in. Don't worry, you're nice and beautiful. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Thank you. So I just thank you for everyone who missed the beginning. Just one quick announcement. I want to welcome everybody to Chassidus, whether you're a new face or a welcome back face. Be'ezus Hashem, we have programmed another program, a social dinner. Everyone's invited. All I need is for you to RSVP. We are going to hang out together at Holy Schnitzel Wednesday night. I really need an RSVP though, so you're all invited. We will be announcing a lot of incredible programs we have this coming year. And one more moment. Generally speaking, our events are Mondays and Wednesdays. Most of the time they are located here. If you're not yet on our WhatsApp group, we send out the flyers for all of our events. You're all welcome. Next week, Be'ezus Hashem, same time, same place, we have a Farbrengen about Tishrei, in preparation for Tishrei, with Mrs. Miriam Swerdlove, another incredible speaker here from Crown Heights. And you, every single one of you is invited to join us and bring a friend, bring more friends. Yes. Thank you. Yes. And if everybody can just take 1 or 2 blue chairs upstairs, somebody will be there to direct you how to put it into the classroom. That would be really helpful. Like this whole row needs to go back upstairs. Thank you so much. 1 second.